Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video and welcome to some Assetto Corsa back again on the PC here. So as you can see, I have this thing. This is a pretty badass car and a pretty badass mod. I'm in a Chevelle right now and I'm also on a track that I can't really remember what it's called, but I'll leave links to the mods down in the description box below. Also, it's gonna be pretty cool. This is a hill climb circuit right now. It's not really optimized very well for some reason, so I'm not really getting the best of frames, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sit back in cockpit view. Hopefully, I will be able to get some decent frames out of this thing. I don't know why it's like that. Why it's not giving me like that many frames, to be completely honest. I thought I'd be able to run this pretty easily, but let's just move here off the line and see if it'll go up. But okay, it has gone up in frames. It's not staying at a solid 60 when I'm recording though, but hopefully that doesn't really matter too much. But this track is pretty insane, and I chose probably one of the worst cars to do this in because this is pretty much a death trap, like a death trap right now that I'm driving in. Jesus. All right, so I also have the Thrustmaster wheel cam up as well. I don't know what this is gonna be like. This is a very interesting car that I've chosen for this for a hill climb. I'm trying to take it easy because if I floor it in this thing, it's not the very... oh, Jesus. This is not one of the most responsive cars ever. And if I floor it, and I get this thing to oversteer, it's kind of hard to catch. Because, like I said, not very responsive, and it just has a shit ton of power. That's pretty much what this is. It just has a lot of power going to the rear wheels. And I just have to be careful. Jesus. With how I'm driving this thing. I've never driven on this track before, and I've only tested out this thing. Oh my god, the brakes are awful. The brakes are literally terrible on this thing. What the hell is going on? Okay. Well, this is pretty much a big boat, so I can't really expect anything else. This is hard to drive on this. I chose such a bad car for this. But also, for some reason, it takes a long time for the gears to change. That's why you hear me messing with my... oh, Jesus. That's why you hear me, like, letting go of the clutch a little bit too early. I feel like it should change gears a little bit faster. The mod isn't really, like, perfected, as you can see. A little clipping with my hand on the steering wheel. It doesn't really line up properly. But, see? Just... I barely even... oh my god. And the turning circle in this thing is terrible. Like, I'm at full luck right now. I don't know how long I actually have left of this, jeez, of this little track here. Okay, careful, careful. Okay. Don't spin out. What are you doing? Oh. Into the forest. Let's go. Alright. I'm on the Nürburgring GP circuit. I think this was a bad idea, especially for my first drive, to go ahead and take this thing out on a hill climb circuit. Just to see what the car was like. So, I just... Jesus. There's like... I have to turn the wheel fully to be able to go around. Oh my god. The steering in this... the steering is, like, what's the point of the steering? I'm not... what? I was like, what is the point of the steering in this car? Because it literally does nothing. It sort of decides to point me in the right direction. Sort of. But it does whatever it wants to. Like, I'm not even getting understeer. Like, I'm not feeling like I'm getting understeer. What is going on? This is a big, big boat. This is a big boat. Like I said, the steering is just sort of there. I don't really know how fast I need to go for some of these corners, but I feel like I have to steer a lot more. Jesus. This is mad. This thing throws this weight. I can't really find like the center balance of this car because because it's a big boat and it just leans all the time. Like, it's not steady at all. This is... it's a mad car. It really is. And like I said, choosing this for a hill climb course for the very first time I'm driving this car. Probably not the best of ideas. I can barely drive this thing around the track. Let alone a hill climb. I'm just trying to be careful with my throttle. Fuck, this takes so long to change gears. I should really put this on automatic, but I mean, that's just boring. And it's just too boring. I'm getting a little bit of understeer, I'm guessing? Yeah, just a little bit. I feel like there's not really a lot of feedback from the front wheels, to be honest. Even though my force feedback, I've turned it up to like 150, 160% in-game. There's not a lot of feedback from the front wheels. I mean, I can feel where it's going and stuff like that, but barely. Like I said at the beginning, the front wheels are just sort of there to kind of guide you in the right direction. As you can see, it's like, I get no feel there. I have no idea when the thing's about to bite back. Jeez. Alright. Alright, we got to slide the last corner a little bit though. Fourth year, I'm doing almost 200 kilometers an hour already. This is weird. Like I said, it doesn't feel like I'm... Jesus. It doesn't feel like I'm driving fast. It also doesn't feel like this car is actually very fast, but when I put my foot down, just even just a slightly too much, the thing decides to spin its back wheels like there's no tomorrow. It's mad. And it also kind of pisses me off how slow I have to change gears in this car. Look at that! Big fucking boat just decides to throw its ass out. Understeer for days. Okay, there we go. Open up the taps. Come on. I should really slow down. I'm gonna slow down now. Okay. It's not too bad. Careful in second gear. I have to put my foot down just a lot later than any other car. I have to be straight. Like, the car literally has to be completely straight for me to be able to put my foot down, or else it just loses it. Alright, when do I brake? Okay, here. Way too late. Way too late. It's gone. Alright, so this was the Chevelle SS. Pretty mad boat, or car, I guess, but this thing loves to spin its back wheels. Again, the steering in this thing is optional. You can use it if you want to. That's what it seems like anyway. That is literally what it seems like to me. It seems like the steering is sort of kind of there. Sometimes, but not all the time. And you can sort of use it sometimes, again, not all the time. And that's the Chevelle. I don't know what went into my head to try and use this thing on the hill climb the very first time I've ever driven this thing. But I guess it was kind of interesting to try out. Either way, thank you everybody for watching this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I have no other mods to show you guys because, like I said, my thing is like pretty much been cleared. My whole game has been pretty much cleared. It's back to pretty much just the way everybody's... Oh my god. Back to pretty much the way everybody's game is when you first download it, which is what I ended up doing. I just replaced it. I moved it to a different hard drive, and I had to re-download the whole game. So that pretty much got rid of all of my mods, which is kind of weird because sometimes it doesn't get rid of your mods. They sort of save, but I'm guessing in this situation it did get rid of my mods. Either way, doesn't matter. Doesn't bother me. I'll just try to download more and more mods and newer mods, hopefully, that I can actually get the exterior sound to work as well. Because right now, if I go into the exterior, you guys, there's literally like no audio. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.